I was born in Colombia, actually, born and raised. My parents decided to move to the United States in 2001. So I was 14 when we all moved together. My family has lived in Philadelphia for way longer, so we kind of always knew that our future was going to take place here. As soon as my sister finished high school, my parents said, okay, let's go, we're going. Just like every other immigrant family, we literally moved here with nothing in our hands, just our clothes, right? We brought our clothing and that was it. For me, it was going to a new country, it was learning a new language, it was meeting new people, it was all of that was waiting for me here. Disney World, everything, right? One thing that I do admire about my parents is how brave they are, right? Because I was brought here, right? I haven't been in a position for me to make a decision to move to a different country where I don't know what awaits for me, right? But my parents did that for us, for our future. When we were growing up in Colombia, my dad was a salesman. Actually, he was one of the top salesmen for a company down there. And I never saw him dressed as a baker. And so when we come here and he starts telling people that he's a baker, I'm like, huh, did you? And so I started finding out that we come from we're like a third generation of bakers. So my grandpa was a baker and he then taught all of his kids how to bake. So all of the recipes that we have are like from my grandpa. But I didn't know of this. I don't know why. I didn't know. I started finding out about my family more like when I was here. Someone said, hey, someone is selling a restaurant that just sadly, they closed their doors, and I think that you could open a bakery there. And so my father comes home and sits my sister, my mom, and I down, and he says, hey, there's an opportunity that has come about in which we could potentially open our own bakery. I want to let you guys know the opportunity and see if you guys agree, because it's going to be really hard and it would need the effort of every single one of you guys. It's not going to be just me. It's going to require you to have to work after school. It's going to require my sister to have to be the counter girl. It's going to require my mom to be a part of it. So he made sure that every one of us kind of knew what we were getting into, and that we were gonna do it as a family. And so that's what we did. I remember me going like, yes, I'm in, 16. I don't know what I was gonna get into. And so it was difficult. There was a lot of difficulties, and within that was my parents got divorced, and then my little world came crashing down. And actually, by the time when my parents got divorced, we had done well enough to open a second spot. And so in this case, I stood with my mom, helping her in the business, and then my sister kind of went with my dad and helped him in the business. That led us to my mother and I opening here on Wyoming Avenue. This time, it was my mother and I only. It was a lot tougher, it was a lot harder, but we came through together. So if we jump to 2016 is when I was 25 years old. I had already kind of matured within the business. I saw the opportunity and the fortune that I had to be able to share my culture of Colombia through what I think is one of the 3 pillars in our community, and that is coffee, food, and service. And I remember going to my mom and telling her, hey, I think that I have this idea. I want to create this brand of Cafetinto, and I would love for you to trust me and allow me to sort of drive this, idea into what it is today. And so ever since 2016, it came under my management, and we were rebranded as Cafetinto. I think that a memory from Colombia that still drives what I want to do with Cafetinto, or what I wake up to do every day. I just remember, my mom serving us coffee, because we drink coffee when we're little. Down there, it's like a norm. The service, and also our food. And so every time I go back, I try to discover new towns in which I can find some inspiration to bring back here. I think that we're very centered in our community and in providing really like the Colombian experience. And of course, we're not the only Colombian bakery in the city. I just think that Cafetinto adds a little bit of fusion. We are Colombian with an American twist. And I don't think that there's anything else like it in the city of Philadelphia. I think that after this whole year of pandemic and all the struggles that we've had to face as a nation or even as the world, I want to say that we came out stronger. I want to say that we got closer as a team. I think it elevated us. For me, it elevated my leadership to another level for sure. To me, to be selected as a 2021 top restaurateur with DÍA News is definitely an honor. I am so grateful for the opportunity. I'm so glad that all the hard work is being recognized. I love that you guys are putting an emphasis in small Latino community businesses. I thank you guys. Thank you so much.